We saw again on Friday. You had a couple big plays on special teams, just with really hard hits. It's not the first time we've seen that. So I guess my question is, where did a high school quarterback, learn how to hit like that?
It's just being around the game for a while. I mean, I started playing football when I was 5 years old. Grew up in an athletic background. Family enrolled me in a lot of sports. Just being a football player, honestly, doing whatever's best for the team, becoming a role guy. Just honestly basing it off experience, I guess you could say. But yeah, I haven't had much time to really practice tackling. Being a quarterback my whole life and just being behind the center, not really having that much time on the other side of the field. But and again, when it's special teams, so you only get one shot at it. There's no second down, third down, fourth down. It's one play. So it's either a make or break. So you either got to make the play or you don't. So I think just me approaching the game the way I do, I think I just fall into the right spot at the right time. And when we get to that point, it's just doing what I can do to make the play.
How much do you kind of enjoy that opportunity to not just to play receiver, but to also get out and hit some people on special teams?
Oh, it's amazing, because in high school, I was always begging to be on the opposite end of the field, but I just had to realize that I was too valuable at the quarterback position, so I was only limited to playing quarterback at the time. So that's one of the big reasons why I made the switch to play receiver, so I can be more of an athlete and an asset to the team. So it's amazing just being able to bounce around on all three phases of the field, and it just shows the type of person I am, the type of player I want to become, and eventually working towards that next level.
And then this is kind of a new rivalry for you, this Apple Cup, I mean, I guess not entirely new just because you're from the state of Washington and you played high school here, but what kind of has you excited about this game?
Honestly, just making my return back to the West Side, coming over, playing football on the state of Washington, all you hear about is the Apple Cup, UW, hopefully you get the call from either one of these teams, in high school, but unfortunately that wasn't the case for me. Had winning the state championship, getting all state honors, this and that, and not getting a call from any schools. It's kind of made a natural chip on my shoulder. So this game means a lot to me. I'm going to be playing in front of a lot of my family and friends. And just, again, it's just a statement game for me. I feel as if there's a big chip on my shoulder from, having the adversity going through what I went through high school, my journey to get to where I am today. And I feel like I've been put in the best position possible to showcase my skills, my talents in front of the people that have seen me play before. So I'm excited for the opportunity. I know as a team, we're ready to go. And we've been looking at this clock for a whole year now. So I think we're not trying to make it as big as it seems. I think we're just trying to stay level-headed, be where our feet are, and just be in the moment.
And then last thing, there's obviously a couple games left in the season, but if you had to place your vote right now for the offensive and defensive MVPs and the Rookie of the Year, who would your votes go to?
Rookie of the Year, I'd probably give it to Strip City for sure. Just the way he's approached the game, he's came in as a freshman and just been a sponge, soaked up everything that he can. Defensively, I got to give it to the GOAT, Jahad Woods. He's just all over the ball, 13. You can't ever seem to slow him down, he's just always on the ball. And then offensively, I'd probably give it to Jaden Delore. Just all the stuff that he's been through, all the adversity that he's faced, the people that he's had in his ear. He's never strayed away from any competition. He's, dealt with the most adversity I've seen a quarterback at his age deal with in a long time. And to see him overcome all that adversity and to still be the leading touchdown player in the Pac-12, it's just a testament to his hard work, his family, the way he was raised. I'd probably give the offense MVP to him. If not him, probably Abe. No sacks, no hurries. But it's it's a team game. So all those accolades for these individual players doesn't happen with the other 10 people on the field. So I know they would say the same thing, but yeah, I definitely give to Strib, Jahad, and Jaden Delore.
Thanks, Lincoln. Good luck Friday.
Mahalo. Thank you.
All right. Next one's going to be Colton Clark, spokesman review. Go ahead, Colton.
Hey, Lincoln. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How about yourself?
Great. Thanks a lot. You touched on the Apple Cup a little bit. Have you been to a lot of these, during your youth years?
I've actually not been to an Apple Cup. I've always watched it on TV. Just never really had the chance to be able to make it to a game, whether that be sports or just being busy. But yeah, no, I've never been able to make it to a game, but it's kind of crazy to think that I'm playing in it now. Like I said, put myself in this position. It's taken it's been a journey to get here, but I'm excited. It's going to be a great atmosphere, great environment. Probably be a little bit of, a comfort thing for me because it's a little closer to home. So I'm excited. I've been in that stadium before, played them in 2019, took a big loss against them before. So coming back with a vengeance and just, doing whatever I can to help us get the win.
And not to put you on the spot here, but when you were younger and you were watching this game, were you rooting for either team?
No, honestly, growing up, I was a big Oregon fan. My friend that I grew up with has season tickets. So during Marcus's years, Marcus Mariota, I would always be at the Oregon game. So I was never a Cougar or a Dogs fan. So,
And just kind of on the slots, obviously we've talked a lot about Calvin and Travell and their production this year, but just is it a little bit surprising even that, I mean, those guys are how well that they've shared the production this year, and just both of them being kind of right at the top of the Pac-12 list?
I think it's just a testament to their hard work and this how long they've been here. I mean, Calvin and Travell have had so much experience in this game, playing here in Martin or just against other teams in this conference, and just being able to soak up everything, every little bit of knowledge from both those guys as as a returning guy next year. It's only going to elevate my game, and just taking bits and pieces from Travell and Calvin's game and adding it to my arsenal. I can't thank them enough for just being able to share the knowledge with me, share the experiences that they've had. It's ultimately been a blessing to be sitting behind both two seniors that I can really look up to. And, like I've said before, I've been in a bunch of veteran receiver rooms, but, these two guys are something special, and they have a lot for them in these upcoming years. But, I think they've just been able to, share the wealth as well as get their own. And I think that's just a testament to the type of people they are, the type of players they are. And, they're constantly working. It's, they're driven off hard work, excellence, and, the pursuit to be the best. So when you surround yourselves with guys like that, the outcome's going to remain the same.
And just kind of on Washington, I know they've got some solid defensive backs, and that's, they kind of hang their hat on that. But what seems to kind of set them apart in the secondary? I know that's, statistically kind of their best unit.
Probably athleticism. They play very athletically. I mean, I've trained with Kyler Gordon over at Force Sports Performance. I've trained with a lot of guys on that team. So just seeing what their ability to do on the field and in the off season, so you kind of know what to expect from both of them. But I think they have a culture over there on defense, on the defensive side, and especially in the secondary. You talk about Budda Baker, a whole bunch of guys that have came through that program. I think it's just a culture that they're willing to live up to the standard. So they play with a lot of athleticism, communication. But ultimately, it's going to be a challenge for us, and I think we're going to uphold that challenge. And it's about us. So we're going to come into that game, accept the challenge, and go from there. Great.
Thanks a lot, Lincoln. Have a good one.
Mahalo.
All right, last one, Lincoln. Go ahead, Alex Crescenti, Spokane TV.
Hey, Lincoln. I know you said that you played UW in 2019. You trained with some of those guys on that team, but did you ever have any battles with any guys throughout the state at your time at Union in that 2018 state championship run, or did you ever face any of the guys that are on the team right now?
I don't think I've ever played anyone because they're different conferences, but playing 7-on-7 in SSP, I've definitely went up against a bunch of those guys that are on that team. Like I said, I mentioned Kyler Gordon. There's a couple kids from O'Day that I've played against over there. Obviously, Sam Herod, Jabez, there's a whole bunch of kids from the state of Washington on that team that I've had, multiple relationships with. So it's going to be a fun game, very competitive, very emotional. It's going to come down to whoever wants it more.